This is the story of Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. In the humid heart of 19th century New Orleans, where Spanish moss hung like lace from cypress trees, and the air shimmered with the scent of magnolia and mystery, there lived a woman who would become legend, Marie Laveau. Chapter 1. The Birth of a Legend. Marie Catherine Laveau was born in 1801, a free woman of color in a city that was a strange brew of cultures: Creole, African, French, Spanish, and Haitian. The streets of the French Quarter whispered old secrets, and Marie listened as well. She was known as a devout Catholic, attending Mass daily at St. Louis Cathedral, yet she also held the knowledge of her mother's African and Creole magic. She studied with a famed voodoo priest named Dr. John, learning the arts of divination, healing, and ritual. Soon she was surpassing her teacher, combining religion, her craft, and spirit work with uncanny intuition. Chapter 2. Power and Shadows. Marie Laveau became the most powerful woman in New Orleans, not through riches or titles, but through her influence. She could sway the decisions of judges, heal the sick, and reveal the unspoken truths hidden in people's hearts. She was feared and revered in equal measure. Some said she kept a python named Zombie after the serpent spirit of voodoo, and others claimed she could be in two places at once. Wealthy white Creole women, desperate to secure their husband's fidelity or fortune, slipped through dark alleys to visit her. She would give them gree bags, charms filled with herbs, roots, and prayers, and the wishes would mysteriously come true. But her power wasn't in spell work. Marie had a vast network of informants, enslaved people, servants, mistresses who fed her secrets. She used these secrets like cards in a game of high stakes, knowing just when to play her hand. Chapter 3. The Saint and the Sorceress. Though tales of her magic stirred awe and fear, Marie Laveau was also a healer and a humanitarian. She nursed the sick during yellow fever outbreaks, brought food to prisoners, and comforted the dying. To the poor, she was a saint. To the powerful, she was a woman to be respected, or else. Her most famous rituals were held on St. John's Eve on the banks of Bayou St. John. Crowds gathered in the moonlight as drums beat and chants rose. She danced in white linen, her hair coiled in a tignon, and called on the spirits with fire in her eyes. Those who witnessed it swore they felt the veil between worlds tremble. Chapter 4. Death and the Woman Who Wouldn't Die. In 1881, the newspapers reported that Marie Laveau had died. She was buried in the famed St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, in a tomb that became a place of pilgrimage. But in the years after her death, people swore they saw her walking the streets of New Orleans, blessing babies or whispering to the wind. Some say her daughter took her name and role. Others believe that Marie had made a deal with the Loa, the spirits of voodoo, and lived on beyond the flesh. Even now, visitors to her tomb mark 3 X's on the stone, make a wish, and leave offerings, hoping the Voodoo Queen still listens. Epilogue. A Spirit in the Storm. To this day, Marie Laveau's legend lives on. She's not just a figure of history, she's a spirit in the bones of New Orleans, moving in the drum beats of second lines, in the smoke of candlelit altars, in every whisper that the past is never quite gone. Because Marie Laveau was not just a woman, she was a force, and forces, like storms and saints, never truly die.